Today, I'm going to take you on a tour of Circle M right here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We'll also show you around a little place called Kettle Village. When you pull into Circle M, you're going to turn to the right where there are several lines for you to stop your RV and go inside to register. Inside the Welcome Center, you'll find the front desk along with a little lounge and some restrooms. The pool is beautiful. They have an outside pool as well as an inside pool, which I'll show you later. It's a beautiful pool on a beautiful day with a handsome man. I'm ready to go take a dip. What about you?
I'd rather watch you dip.
There are high top tables with umbrellas. Those are my favorite.
This is shade. But it's 95,000 degrees out here.
We're going through a little bit of a heat wave.
A little bit.
There's several table and chairs with umbrellas here, as well as plenty of lounge chairs. Some campgrounds you go to only have like 3 or 4 chairs. This one has plenty. Check out that view from the pool. If you need a kiddie pool, there is one here. It's 12 to 18 inches deep.
How's the pool, baby?
You'll get used to it.
Oh, perfect. That's just what I need. Oh my goodness, I just got in the pool. It's unbelievably cold.
It was not.
Okay, well, it wasn't heated.
Thought it wasn't.
Yeah, so there you go, I win.
You'll get used to it.
No.
This building is the Chuckwagon building. It offers a lot of amenities, so I'm just going to take you through them one by one. Inside the Chuckwagon building, there is the trading post. If you need to run up to the store quickly, they have 15-minute parking right up here. I hear they serve slushies and Hershey's ice cream. There are many things if you need for your RV, left it behind, or it broke, you can come right in here and find them. They sell wood here and anything you might need to have a campfire. This is one of the largest variety of camping supplies or RV supplies that I have seen at a campground store. They do have ice for sale when they're here. There are plenty of snacks here to be had. If you forgot some water shoes or shirts, they have that here as well. Games and things for the children. If you get cold, they even have some Circle M campground vans. Bags, hats, cups, postcards. They have a little bit of everything here. Even dog treats for your fur babies. They have blue raspberry and strawberry kiwi slushies. So we have ice cream in here. Looks like they have about 8 different flavors. You can have cups or cones. Love that ice cream. Trading post is only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want ice and firewood, you can purchase it for exact amount of cash or put it on your card at the activity center. There's pretty Nikita laying in the yard. You making yourself at home, Nikita? I heard something. The next door neighbor. Oh me, oh my. The propane filling station is hidden nicely behind this privacy fence. If you want propane, please check with the office staff and they will fix you up. Most of the handicap sites here are concrete and they are very spacious. The sites have full hookup, 50, 30, and 20. The cable setup is pretty nice here. We haven't seen this too often, but the picnic table is adapted for wheelchairs or mobility scooters. The sites also have fire pits. The handicap sites have walkways that go into the bathhouse. The site I showed you is D5, and if you want a handicap site, you must reserve it in advance. Sections of the campground are called camps here, and there are a lot of them. If we stay straight on the main road, that's where we'll find the trading post. Fred and I are parked in the Delaware camp. We are at D20. It's a very spacious back-end gravel site. This is a pretty cool feature here. They have reflectors, so if you're backing in after dark, you can see better. D section does come with a very nice full hookup. We have 50, 30, 20 amps. Not only do you have a nice gravel area, You also have a grass yard. All that grass is ours, along with all that gravel. It's a pretty big area. So the sites come with picnic tables. They have fire pits here that are not wheel rings. Lenape Camp is dedicated to the cabins here at Circle M. The cabins here surround a horseshoe drive. The cabins have a nice kitchen, refrigerator, dining area, and couch. Cup was very nice, so let us check this out just to get the couch. Thanks. I appreciate you letting me do this.
We have family coming in.
It's a nice bunk area. Here's a glimpse at Section D, or should I say Camp D, Camp Delaware. So a lot of the newer sites are up here. So maintenance is down in the valley here. And I love how it gives it that farm vibe look. There's a little bit more of the campground. These are your 3-point setups, meaning full hookup. There's an older pavilion closer to the river. It might be a little bit older and not used very much, but it certainly would keep you dry. So Mohawk 13 through 17, first tier. Mohawk 18 through 24, second tier. The top tier of Mohawk seems to be mostly park models. There is a sanitary station here. It can host 2 RVs side by side. And there goes the honey wagon. So if you need pumped out, if you're down by the river, just check with the office. The other side of tier 2, right before you get onto the river, is a 2-point hookup where you can take small rigs and tents. Once you take the road down to the river, you can either turn left or you can turn right. If you go to the left, only 30 feet long or less can go beyond that point. The area is absolutely gorgeous down here. You will need to parallel park your rig if you come, and remember this is electric and water only. There are no comfort stations down here by the river, but there are a couple of porta-johns. They've blocked off some parking here if you need to drive over to the porta-john. There are a lot of open spots for primitive camping down here by the river. Sioux Camp 2, S2, is open down by the river. It comes with a fire ring, a picnic table, water and electric. Some of these sites come with 50, 30, and 20 if you don't mind using the honey wagon. And check out that view. You can park your lawn chairs right here and listen to the water flow by. If you look above the river, you can see some of the tents and RVs, as well as some of the park models up on the hill. Check out all those geese on the river. They're just swimming upstream. Every weekend on the corner beside the basketball court, there's some sort of food truck. Now here's a food truck to try. We have jambalaya and red beans and rice. Even some gator gumbo. You like jerk pulled chicken, Cuban sliders, then Halo's Eateries out here on the corner for you. This big building is a host to many of the amenities. We're gonna look at the Apache Arcade that is on the bottom level. The Apache Arcade is also called the Game Room. As soon as you enter the game room, you'll find a couple of bathrooms off to your left. There are 2 pool tables and 2 air hockey games in here. The air hockey and pool table have to be paid for just like any other arcade game. It takes quarters only, and it is $1 to play the air hockey. Pool table takes 5 quarters, so it's $1.25 to play pool here. They suggest that you please get your pool cues from the game room checkout area before you even put your money in. There are several different kinds of arcade games in here. The one thing that's free in here is the ping pong table. And you can check that out at the recreation center to get your paddles and balls. The change machine is right inside of the arcade. You can also use it for your laundry if you need to. There are a few table and chairs in here for you to relax as well. Above the laundromat and the arcade is the Chuckwagon. We came up here a few times, but I think our favorite was the night they had the comedians. They have a circle rock garden where they have created a snake named Chester Murphy. There is handicap parking so that you can go to the arcade and the Chuckwagon store. I love how these rows of trees act like a canopy shading the road. If you follow the road on your right that takes you between the cabins and the yurts, you'll find the river. Of course, this road is very narrow, so don't bring your RV down here. This road is pretty steep going down and winds around a curve. At the bottom of the hill, you'll find a gravel parking lot along with the Conestoga River. This river makes a horseshoe around the campground. This is where they say you can launch your boats. So down at the kiosk by the river, you can see different places where you can launch and take out, as well as bridges and portages and other relevant items you might want to know. This river is pretty long, so if you want to take a longer trip, not just one around the park, they have a map here so you can figure out where you want to launch and how far you want to go and take out. There is a kiosk down by the river between the Sioux Camp and the Primitive Camp. This is where you'll take out your kayak if you are planning on going around the campground on the river. Looks like a pretty decent spot to take out your kayak. The river's been pretty low while we've been here, so we're not going to take the kayak out. On your left, as you're heading back toward the main part of the campground, you're going to find overflow parking. Not only does this campground have an outside pool, but you get an inside pool as well. Let's go check out the old swimming hole. Wow, there's a spa in there as well. To get into this pool, you need to push the button to unlock the door. So it turns green and then pull. Do you prefer an outside pool, inside pool, or a dip in the river? Let us know in the comment section below. It's a nice sized hot tub. Can't wait to see just how hot this tub really is.
Hey, we're back in the hot tub again. It's been a while. What do you think?
Oh, it's a wonderful hot tub.
It is very nice. Indoors, so you can't get snowed on in here. Can't get rained on. You just have to suffer through the heat. Ouch. And it's warm. We're going to get the official fling report in a second. All right. It's time for the fling report. There he is, sleeping on the job as usual. All right. That's better. We'll be back in a second. Now this is an indoor hot tub. Well, that's an indoor pool you're seeing. But this hot tub is indoor, next to the pool. A little humid in here, but not an overwhelming sense of chlorine. Fling, where you going? Fling? All right, Fling looks like he's ready for his report. Let's see what he's got. Oh man, it's close. I'm gonna go with 100. It's close. I'm gonna go with 103.5. Only because Mary says it's 104 degrees in here. Close enough. Either way, Fling approves.
If you're like me, you appreciate these steps to get into the pool. Not diving, especially at 5 feet. Whoa, the water feels really nice. There's several lounge chairs beside the pool to just relax and then dive right back in. Well, at 5 feet, I don't think I'd dive. Right outside the door from the pool, you'll find your restrooms and changing area. Inside the building, you'll also find a comfort station and a member lounge. And there is a TV inside the members lounge with several chairs, a couple of tables. So you can either have a seat here and watch TV. You can also lounge back and read a book. Somebody started a puzzle here. They have a little cubby hole with games and more puzzles. If you're looking for something to read, they also have an assortment of books. There's a pavilion right outside the indoor pool with plenty of picnic tables to host a get-together. This is a very nicely done basketball court. You can see the lines clearly. The poles are padded, so if you're playing hard and run into it, you're safe. The net is in good shape, brightly colored. I've really enjoyed walking Nikita by the basketball court at night. A couple of times we've seen people out here playing. It brings back sweet memories when my dad used to take us out at night and play basketball. The basketball court and the pickleball court have lights, so you can play both by day or night. I don't think I've played shuffleboard since our last cruise. Actually, I think it was Peyton and Eric playing shuffleboard.
Probably.
The Circle M Miniature Golf is under a pavilion, so don't worry, cowgirls and cowboys, you'll stay cool. Rest in peace, Dave. It's a good cowboy that leaves his boots and hat. If the trading post is open, that is where you'll get all your activity items such as golf clubs and balls and horseshoes. However, if the trading post is closed, then they have an activity center where you can go get those. The miniature golf is located under this cool pavilion. If you're looking for the horseshoe pits, they're right here beside the miniature golf. There are 2 of them. Right outside the trading post, there's a nice little playground fort. They have a couple of yurts here to be chosen from. This one is Totem Pole. Each yurt here has a front porch. They have back porches with picnic tables on them and stairs leading out into the yard. Out on the backyard, there is a fire pit along with 4 chairs. Not only do they have yurts, but they have beautiful cabins scattered throughout the campground. These cabins come with chairs and campfire rings. Some of them have really nice gas grills and cute tables with umbrellas. Of course, each cabin is named, so if you see one you like, you can call it out by name. Not only do they have books in the members lounge, you can come right outside the activity center, and there is a library house right here. Open the door and help yourself, but if you do, either return the book or bring one in its place. Right outside the trading post is the laundry. The laundry area is pretty big. Sounds like it has crickets in it, and it looks like we're in a basement. Along with the cricket, we have 5 washing machines. You can use your mobile app or credit card to pay for these machines. They are $2.50 each. I hope you love the beautiful noise of the cricket. They have a basket in here for you to transfer your clothes from the washer to the dryer. There are 5 dryers. These dryers are also pay by phone, credit card, and I failed to mention, you can also use your quarters. The dryers cost $2.50 as well. If you don't want to take your laundry home to fold, they do have a folding table here. There are a few comfort stations located throughout the park. Let's check this one out. There are 4 showers in here. These 4 showers have a common room changing area. There are 4 sinks and 4 mirrors. There are 4 commodes, including a handicap accessible commode.
Hi, we're here on a girls' day out, and we're wearing a Kitchen Kettle Village in Intercourse, PA. We're gonna have a great time and show you around today. If you're in Lancaster County, Intercourse, Pennsylvania, you don't want to miss the Kitchen Kettle Village. There's over 30 shops and restaurants right here in one stop. So they even have a happy camper store here with outdoor gear and gifts and all. Even some of the shops look like they're in old houses. If you get tired from shopping, you can come out on the front porch and relax. You'll find live music here every Friday and Saturday, 6:30 to 8:30. There's a schedule of live music and a little place by the corner coffee shop where you can sit and listen. There's a wine shop here with a tasting room. If you don't want to do coffee and music, come have a round of wine tasting. There are even wine slushies available to go. I'm gonna be here a while. Might have to walk around with one. Drinking a wine slushie and shopping, that's just right up my alley. I couldn't resist. Now let's go do some more shopping. I almost failed to mention, if you bring your receipt back by 5 o'clock, you get $3 off your next wine slushie. There's plenty of stuff to do in Lancaster, but this certainly is interesting. We can even go taste some olive oil. It's the balsamic tap room. Fred, I feel deja vu. Like we've probably stopped here and grabbed some ice cream before. The deerskin leather shop's trying to get you to come in because they carry leather goods and have air conditioning. It's a great place to spend the day and hang out. Before was when the buses were here, and this is just a little shot of what it looks like when the busload of tourists leaves. This adventure was a girls' day out, and boy did we ever have a great time. Of course, now that we have Nikita, it's all about the paw prints. Time to go in and find her a treat. Where should we go next? Lancaster Yarn Shop, Village Quilt, perhaps the Country Life. There are plenty of cute little places to sit down and relax. It's time for a little relaxation. Hey, ladies? This is such a big area. We need a nice little place to relax, don't you think? You can say that.
It's an ottoman.
Because they're serving joy here. Are you joyful?
And spreading happiness.
That's right. They have nice places for the horses as well, right under the shade. So you can even come back behind the stores and feed the pygmy goats. They love to dance and prance for food. These little guys are waiting to be fed. Where there was one, now there is two. There are little machines all around the fence. All you have to do is put a quarter in, get some food, and feed the goats. If you don't have a quarter, don't worry, they have a change machine. If you're worried about not being able to wash up, they have a hand washing station here. When you're a candle lover like me, you just gotta venture into that old candle barn. It smells good in here. Candles, candles, and more candles. If you want to walk on downtown to Intercourse, Pennsylvania, it's a cute little town as well. There's several antiques and collectible stores here as well, like the old woodshed. This little town is quite quaint, cozy, and has a lot of cool, interesting things. Intercourse, Pennsylvania was established in 1754. I kind of wonder when this American Military Weaponry Museum was established. Looks pretty old itself. If you're ever in here and you've checked out the American Military Edged Weaponry Museum, let us know. Just happens to be closed today. So if you're just passing through, they have bus and RV parking here. You can get out, get something to eat, do some shopping, and be on your merry way.
All right, it's time for the Circle M Cellular Service Report. Well, once again, T-Mobile is number one at 82.5 megabits per second down and 12.3 megabits per second up. Second place, AT&T, 22.4 megabits per second down and 16.1 megabits per second up. And of course, Verizon trailing at 3.21 megabits per second down and 0.38 megabits per second up. So AT&T, T-Mobile pretty good. If I was going to upload this video, I'd probably go ahead and use AT&T since it's a little faster on the upload, but the download speed on T-Mobile is more than adequate. Once again, I'll tell you to get off the internet, go outside, have some fun. There's tons of things to do here at Circle M, and we had a really good time. I'm sure we'll be back. In fact, I know we'll be back. I'll talk to you next time.